All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello, Critical Beauty fans from all over the world. Tonight, I have the pleasure of inviting Peter Sereno from Dear Pageant Girl, and he's based in Australia, to discuss with me the contestants from Europe and Africa for the 2020 Miss Universe beauty pageant. Originally, two other guys were supposed to be here, but they couldn't make it. So Hector confused the day. He thought it was tomorrow, but so he had to go to a wedding. So sorry about that. And then Phil had to go to Las Vegas for some emergency event or something. So it's just the two.
That's okay. We're all they need.
Exactly. It's just the two of us. So we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna talk really fast because the last time we had this chat, it lasted about
two freaking hours.
Yeah. So which was amazing. But what do you expect? That group was a much bigger. They had almost like 30 countries from the Americas and the Caribbean. It was a very fierce and competitive group. So obviously, we had to say what we had to say, and there's so many things that we had to say about most of the contestants. But this time, we're talking about Europe and Africa. It's a much smaller group.
22? 23?
Actually, you know what? It's 24 now.
It's 24
because they just appointed Miss Universe Russia.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yep. And I believe, let me see, who else? Another girl. It could be maybe Slovak Republic. Anyway, I have this list. We're going to go over the list. So, Peter, we have a date and venue, finally. What do you think?
Yes, we do. Look,
Hollywood,
it was no
Florida.
big surprise.
Yes.
No big surprise, right? And wasn't I right? Mar-a-Lago.
I know, right? Somewhere in Florida, somewhere in the Miami area, which is wonderful.
Right.
And I was doing my Miss Universe history, and I noticed the state of Florida has hosted Miss Universe 16 times. In other words,
16.
This May will be the 16th time,
Right. So what's the last time, 97?
It was in 2014 when Columbia
It was
won.
in 2014, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the pageant was held at Florida International University Arena at University Park in Florida, which is just outside Miami. And I went there. Hector and I went there to cover for Critical Beauty, and it was a great event. But for some reason, Miss Universe loves Florida, and pageant fans love Florida because of the weather. They have a great weather, and businesses are open. There are no restrictions despite the pandemic. And so it's an awesome, wonderful state, and I can't wait to go. Now,
wow. Okay.
Now, one national director actually told me that they are having some issues with visa.
Okay.
Because apparently, when former President Trump signed an executive order last December restricting visitors from entering the States because of the pandemic. So they had to provide a proof that they're COVID negative. That's one thing. And they have to provide that proof at least 3 days before
72 hours prior to arrival. Yes.
Exactly. And not only that, but some countries do not allow their citizens to travel anywhere except unless you're a student and you're involved in a foreign exchange program, or unless you're one of those essential workers, maybe a diplomat or a medical doctor, etc.
Yeah.
So I don't know if beauty queens are considered diplomats. What do you think?
No, I don't think so. Look, I work as a travel agent during the day. And so I deal with this on, a daily basis. And Australia is one of those countries that have such strict laws about who gets to go out and who gets to come in. I have a feeling that probably the only way that we could get our contestant out is to get approval from the government for her to leave. And they generally allow them to leave as long as they stay out of the country for more than 3 months.
Right. Yeah.
So if Maria's going to be away and out for 3 months, I don't think she'll have a problem with getting a permit, but I can understand and appreciate the problems that this would cause others.
Right.
Maybe they might just do a top 15, top 20 in person. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's the problem. Okay, one country in particular, which I'm not going to mention.
Okay.
You know, their country has so many regulations and restrictions, and I think the next interview with the U.S. embassy in that country is like 4 months from now. The competition is May
Right.
16th, and girls are supposed to arrive in Florida somewhere late April. So how do you so you know, for girls that are in this particular situation, they can choose maybe to compete instead in the following edition.
Yep.
And rumor
Right.
has it that the Miss Universe will have another pageant sometime in December, which is going to be the 2021 pageant.
Correct.
So that should be very interesting. Yeah. So which in a way is an advantage to some of these girls who require more preparation, I guess, you know.
Yeah. You know what, when things change, I think things will change very quickly. I think if it comes to government regulations and all of that, now that they're doing the vaccine rollout, things are changing. I can speak for that for myself here in this country anyway. And like what we've seen, it is changing very quickly.
Right.
It's a case of just getting the numbers down, getting people injected. If you are willing to do so, then yeah, I don't see a reason why they wouldn't be changing it in time for the pageant. And saying that the beauty queens are not government workers, they're not essential workers, they're not athletes, you know, that would be competing in the Olympics. So I don't think countries would put them in the same status, those kinds of personalities.
Right.
It'll probably be a little bit harder for them to leave the country and compete. In saying that, look at Miss Grand though. You know, you've got all these countries over there at the moment. So they're obviously doing something right, and there's a way around it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Did you hear about 2 contestants from Miss Grand International who have been discovered as having COVID positive?
Yeah, both from Africa, right?
Kenya and Nigeria. Yeah.
Kenya and Nigeria. Yeah. I'm hoping that those girls recover, and I'm hoping that the strain that they have isn't the super highly contagious one that goes through the walls and the air conditioning vents. So I wish them well. I hope they recover.
Yeah, and they've been isolated in a hospital in Bangkok, and you know, they're receiving all the proper care that they need. And I pray to God that they fully recover so they can eventually compete, you know, in the actual competition. And I mean, the saddest part would be to see them being sent home, you know, because they've worked so hard, and whatnot. So I mean, we hope that they recover soon. So anyway, going back to Miss Universe 2020. Now, the delegates from Europe, generally speaking, and this is my sole opinion, and I think most of them are not prepared, generally speaking, and that's why it's very seldom that they place or even win. I can't even remember the last European to have won Miss Universe.
France.
Well, yeah, 2016, but before that, it was quite a while. It was
almost quite a while back.
15 to 20 years.
Right.
And then, so
I think carrying on from what you're saying, Rafa, I think it's a matter of maybe they don't quite know what Miss Universe is looking for and what Miss Universe stands for. I feel as though a lot of the countries and the girls that are competing are using it as a platform to further their modeling career and their possible career in the entertainment industry, because I think this is an important lesson for any up and coming pageant girls out there as well, to have a look at the Instagram and the social media accounts of these contestants, because I found that especially in this group for Europe and for Africa, their social media don't really tell me a lot about them other than the fact that they're models and brand ambassadors. What do you stand for? Other than looking pretty, what exactly are you here competing for? And I unfortunately didn't get that, other than a couple of accounts, but the vast majority, that's what I got.
Right. And we have to remember too that Europe does not have a very strong pageant tradition compared to the Americas or even Asia. And maybe they do better in other pageants, perhaps like Miss World or Miss International, but not necessarily in Miss Universe. And I mean, what? Like maybe France, Spain, or maybe
Yes.
what? Ireland, just to a certain extent.
Hmm.
Maybe they're getting some support at least, you know,
Hmm.
from the public. But other than that, generally speaking, the rest of the European delegates do not get any support, which is sad, which is really sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think
anyway,
it's a country thing as well. It's a cultural thing. I think
yeah.
it's very similar to here in Australia. There's not a lot of support for beauty pageants in general with the general public. It's just not shown on TV. I think beauty queens are almost seen as archaic and ridiculous in a lot of these cultures, which is a bit of a shame. I think it's got its place. I think we've
Mhm.
evolved into a level and into a place where I think there is some sort of relevance still. But yeah, I just think that there's a bit of a stigma when it comes to beauty pageants per se
Mhm.
in these cultures. So
Well, not only that, but of course, the feminist movement is still quite influential in a lot of these European countries. And of course,
right,
a traditional argument coming from the feminists would be, oh, well, pageants objectify women. It's a
right,
cattle call, it's a meat market, you know, the old
right,
cliches. But these are,
right.
I mean, how do you respond to that type of comment?
You respond by saying you're absolutely right. And then what are they going
Exactly.
to say? What are they going to say? It's like, you're right. It is. And now what?
Right.
What else you got?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, many of these feminists do not realize isn't like being able to choose what to do with your life, what to do with your destiny, is a big part of the feminist movement. Giving the woman the
Right,
liberty and the right to choose
right.
for herself what she thinks
Correct,
is good for herself. But a lot of these
correct.
feminists end up like dictating to other women what's best for them or what they should do instead.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I think it's this I think that it definitely needed to be there, that the whole feminist movement absolutely we need it. I think it still has a lot of work to do in finding itself and maybe even understanding other women. I think it's a factor and a sector of it has become such a militant force, that some of it even, some other women in the name of feminism slut shame other women. And
Of course. Yeah.
um, it's like, well, what's going on? What's going on here? I mean, which brings me back to, and which will probably be a new show. Is there such a thing as female empowerment and sisterhood? I don't know. I talk about it with my girls all the time.
Mhm.
There's a lot of opinions out there, but yeah, I think it's an evolving thing, and I think
Mhm.
there's still a lot of work to be done.
Mhm. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. But of course, you and I both know that anything extremist is not very
Right,
healthy, or it's not very
right,
good. I mean, I think the feminist movement has done a great stride as far as advancing human rights, as far
correct.
as establishing equality between the sexes, so forth and so on,
Yep.
which is amazing. But of course, you can't help but wonder, in every movement, you're always going to find like fringe groups that even
Right.
resort
Yeah.
to, yeah, either resort to violence or to
Right.
this really horrible, obnoxious, unredeemable actions and whatnot. So
Yeah, there's just a lot of angry
yeah,
people out there that are
yeah.
just want to join a party and settle down, take a Valium.
And even your dog agrees.
Right?
All
Yeah,
your
they do.
dogs
They
agree.
do. Yeah, that's them saying amen.
Okay, let's move on. Okay,
Let's move on.
for those of you who have just joined in, you notice it's just me and Peter. There were supposed to be four of us, but Hector is currently in a wedding, and he didn't realize that it was tonight instead, that instead of like tomorrow or whatever. And then Phil had to fly to Las Vegas for some emergency. So
Okay.
hopefully all four of us will be together again, as
For
when
the
we
next
discuss
one.
the delegates from Asia and Oceania. So that would be
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that, because that's another strong group. Anyway,
Sure.
let's go ahead. Let's start. Okay. As usual, we're gonna do everything from in alphabetical order.
Yes, we are. And before we start, Rafa,
Uh-huh.
let me just make a disclaimer. If anybody's wondering why I'm looking so fabulous today, it is Mardi Gras weekend in Australia. So we are celebrating.
I
Yes,
didn't
we are
realize
celebrating
that.
Mardi Gras weekend. So this is me supporting my brothers and sisters and waving the rainbow flag and wishing everybody in Australia a very happy Mardi Gras, you abominations.
Well, happy Mardi Gras, Australia. And I suppose you're channeling Lady Gaga tonight or tomorrow in your
Well, I was going for
morning?
Sia, but it's all right. I'll go with
Okay.
Gaga. No problem.
Lady Gaga. That's wonderful. As you know, Lady Gaga has been in the news lately because her
Because of her
dog
dogs.
walker, her dog
Wow.
walker was shot like 4 times. Thank God he's recovering.
Right.
But two of her 3 dogs were kidnapped. And,
Oh,
and she offered like $500,000 to anyone
yep.
who has leads to her dogs.
Yes.
But how sad is that? I hope the dogs are okay. You know.
Look, if I had that much money, if I had more, I would give more. My dogs are my world. So nobody touches my dogs.
Okay. The first country on our list is Albania. Let me see if I can change my banner and change it to Albania.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
See it? Okay.
Yes.
That's Miss Albania. Her name is Paula. Okay, I'm going to try to pronounce her last name as politically correct as possible. Paula Mehmetukaj. She's 22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so looking at her Instagram account, she's actually very, very beautiful. I mean, she's
the face of Europe,
isn't she?
This year.
Look at that face. Look at that cheekbones. Look at those luscious, pouty
her
lips.
Eyes. It's just eyes. She's got fat eyes. She's got this old 50s glamour look to her. And, and look, I've always loved the Albanians. The Albanians. The Albanians always send the most beautiful models. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's what I get every single year, a model.
Right.
Beyond that, can we do more? Is she a Miss Universe? Is she a semifinalist? Absolutely. She's got a great chance to be there. Is she a winner? I'm not sure. I think we still have a few more years to go. Mm-hmm. Training the girls culturally and being more strategic when competing for Miss Universe. But she comes from a long line of beautiful women that Albania sent to the competition. And I think she's the face of Europe this year.
She's just very stylish. I mean, she's easily a Vogue. I mean, she could easily be on the cover of Vogue magazine. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so sick. This is like, off tangent, but I'm so sick and tired of seeing celebrities on the cover of Vogue and other fashion magazines. Bring back real models, will you, people?
Right.
Give them the job. They're the ones who are actually working hard for the money, not celebrities. You have enough money to buy 5 houses in 5 different countries, but not these models. They're struggling. Give them the freaking job. Anyway,
correct.
My notes say that she's 22, very young. Okay.
Yep.
She actually founded. She's the founder of a charitable organization that distributes provisions to the needy in her country.
Yes.
Her Instagram account is really very scarce, very limited. She only has 27 posts, mostly glamorous and fashion snapshots that are, by the way, amazing and
amazing.
Beautiful. Yeah, and you know what? I want to commend the name of the photographer who did all these photos. His name is Endrit Mertiri. He's another Albanian. He's the same guy who shot Miss Universe Albania 2019, Cindy Marina.
Yes. Yeah. Did you see her photo wearing that red gown with the ruffles?
Yes.
From Don Bridal. Oh my God. I died.
Yeah.
I died.
Yeah. I really hope that Paula, this year's Miss Albania, will make at least the top 20 or the top 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
Whether or not she's Miss Universe, no. I still have to listen to her. I still have to know whether she speaks English, because most of her photos again are just like still photos, no videos, none whatsoever. Yeah. One of my favorite photos of hers, by the way, is a shot of her posing in a red ruffle gown.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
With the ruins of the ancient temple in Turkey, somewhere in Ephesus, Turkey.
Oh
To
my
die
God,
for.
it took my breath away.
That
Took
is
my
to
breath
die
away.
for. Yeah, amaze-ball. Okay, so that's basically my only critique. Apart from that, and I love her sharp features. She's kind of like very pixie elfish, with her high cheekbones, her sharp features and whatnot. So
Yeah.
from a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give her an 8.5. An 8.
Right. For now, I'm going to give her a 5 because I saw her runway and I saw her catwalk for her finals. Because I kind of stalked a little bit more. I think she needs to work on her runway a little bit better. Her photos are second to none. Amazing.
Okay.
Then you see her on stage, and yeah, she's very modelish. She still needs to work on her runway, but I think it'll go up my score closer to competition day. But I'm giving her a 5 for now.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Loving the banner, by the way. Good job.
Thank you. Okay, the next one on the list. Okay, let me see if I can change the banner. That is Belgium.
Yeah, she competed in supranational in 2018, right?
Yes. Well, you beat me to it. Okay, her name is Dhenia Covens. Dhenia spelled Dhenia, Covens, Covens. She's one of the oldest girls. She's 27, and she did compete, like what you said, in Miss Supranational Belgium. She was actually second runner-up in Miss Belgium 2018. She speaks fluent English. She's very good and diverse in her social media content. Good, banging, amazing swimsuit body, great, dark, beautiful hair.
Yes.
But my only critique is that her nose is a little, kind of biggish for her tiny face. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, she has some awesome, beautiful headshots. But I think when I like this particular one in like here, right there, you can her nose is just like really protrudes. It's just like very it's very apparent. I mean, maybe with a little contouring or a little makeup, maybe to refine the shape. She should be all fine. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that Dhenia is one of those girls who actually looks better on stage than she does in her photos. Because, looking at her photos, look at her Instagram. Yes, I do agree that she does have such strong, sharp features. And then I saw her because it reminded me, it's like, oh my God, yeah, she competed in Supra in 2018. And I remember her having one of the better walks. She does command the stage. And for some reason, I don't know if it's lighting or filters on the camera, whatever, her features were a lot softer live.
Right.
So yeah, I find that she's one of those girls where you can't completely just look at her photos and think, and then discount her, because once you see her live and you see her runway and her catwalk, it's fire. She can, the girl can walk and she can project. She actually
makes a great commercial model.
Yes.
I really do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, she has a great, amazing, communication skills, and and she strikes me as somebody who's really very smart and very personable, very approachable. So I like her. But is she going to be Miss Universe? No. So from a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give her like a 7.5, 7.5.
Okay. So this is, obviously I'm scoring based on how I think the whole Miss Universe thing and where they would be placing. So my score is not a reflection of how she looks or her personality. It's her chances for Miss Universe. And I would give her a 2. Whereas I think if she was to compete in something like a Miss Earth or Miss World, she'd probably score a little bit higher. For Miss Universe, I'm giving her a 2.
What would you give her if she were to compete in Miss Supranational?
Oh, for Supra, she didn't place, right? For Supra?
Did she? I don't remember. My notes says that she was Miss Supranational Belgium 2018, second runner-up in Miss Belgium. I don't see.
Okay, I think she should have placed, to be honest, for Supra, if she didn't place. But just based on the way that she conducted herself on stage for Supra, I would have given her a 7 or an 8.
Okay. All right. That's fair, Pita. The next girl on the list is... Ready?
I'm
Ta-da!
ready. Yay.
Cameroon!
She's
Cameroon is
so
in the house.
pretty.
Cameroon is in the house.
Love this girl. She's so pretty.
Okay. It was just, yeah, I believe it was just 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days
Mm,
ago that her participation in Miss Universe was officially announced by the Miss Cameroon
mhm.
organization. Now her
Yeah.
name is Kossinda Angele. Actually, her first name is Angele and
Again.
her last name is
Mhm.
Kossinda. But apparently in Cameroon, the last name is more common than the first name. So they call her
Right.
Kossinda. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, isn't it
Okay.
interesting? So she's 27 years old. She's a pageant
Mm,
veteran. She was top 16 in Miss Earth 2017, Miss
yep.
Supranational Africa 2019.
Yep.
She competed in Miss International 2019, but she went unplaced. And Miss Universe will be her fourth international pageant. She speaks fluent
Right.
French and English. Look at that face. Her face is beautiful.
Uh,
But my
uh,
but one of my
uh,
major criticisms is that she rarely smiles, and I would love to see
mm,
her smile even more. I know that 4 years ago, she didn't have any perfect teeth because I saw old videos of her smiling and her teeth were a little crooked, but they
okay.
had her teeth fixed,
Right.
and then she looks much better.
Okay.
Her English, she speaks English, but it's very, very thick,
Yes.
and she
Yep.
needs to basically she needs to hire a professional elocution teacher
Right.
who can teach
Yep.
her how to
Okay.
articulate in English much
Yeah.
better. Now,
Okay.
yeah, she
Yep.
looks always all the time serious, and she always has this very intense look on her
Mm,
face, which makes people wonder if
yep.
she's really approachable. Also, her Instagram account is muddled with images from the
Yes.
contests that she had
Yes.
competed before. So to
Uh-huh.
me, so if you want to be, if you're concerned about branding, I would
Mm,
recommend to delete all those old uh,
right.
postings from your previous messages and just
Yep.
focus on Miss Universe. Okay,
Yes.
so that's one of the important
Okay.
recommendations I would give to her.
Yeah.
Uh, Scale of 1 to 10. Um,
Hmm.
at this moment, I would probably give her a 6. There's
Okay.
plenty of room for improvement.
For
So,
improvement.
what do you
Right.
think?
Yeah. Look, her accent, the way she speaks, doesn't really bother me. I think it's any girl with an accent, super, super cute, and I'm all for it. I live for that.
But do you
Um,
understand
the
everything she
only
says, though? Are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do?
For
Okay.
some strange reason, I didn't need subtitles this time around.
Okay.
Um, but I do like her. The fact that she's a pageant veteran, that this is her fourth pageant.
Yeah.
Um, Her interview and her presentation still looks very amateurish. It's like she's competing in her first pageant. So I think you would have thought that by this stage, you would have that confidence, that sass, the bravado. It's like, oh, yeah, I've done this before. I know how it's done.
Yeah.
Um, and I didn't quite get this from her. So
Oh, okay.
I think, I agree. And I will echo your score. I will go with 6 as well. Um, Lots of areas, lots of room for improvement, but for now, a 6.
A 6.
Love
Okay.
her though. She's so beautiful. She's so stunning.
Yeah, she's very she has this very sultry, almost like, Hollywood type
Mhm.
sultry look on her
Do
face.
you think she's
So,
going to get lost in this sea of very model-esque, tall, skinny black girls that are coming in, especially let's say from the Caribbean? So you've got Jamaica, you've got Bahamas, you've
right.
got, all these like um yeah, very
More.
model-esque girls like even Canada. Is she going to get lost in all of that? So
Well, that's why she maybe she needs to improve on her personality, maybe, or the way how she
mm,
projects herself on stage. Again,
yeah,
how she interact with the public. And yeah, I
yes.
mean, I would love to see more of her really in person. And considering that
So
there are only what 4 or 5 African countries at this moment, so
mm,
if
mm,
you were to choose the best from the African region alone, she would be definitely one of the favorites. Yeah, so
correct,
definitely.
correct.
All right, so we
Right.
do love Cameroon, but there's plenty of
Yes.
room for improvement.
Mm.
Wonderful. Okay, so the next girl on our list is, let me see, hold on. Ta-da-ta-da-ta. Croatia.
Oh, you chose the best photos. Oh,
Did I not?
damn,
Yes.
damn.
Now, my notes say she's 21 years old. Okay.
Mm.
She actually, her name is, I swear to God I can pronounce her name properly. I wish I speak Croatian. Her name is Mirna Naiia Maric. Mirna, M-I-R-N-A. She's 22. She's a professional model, and she is gorgeous, beautiful, stunning young woman, but rather mysterious. She comes across as someone who's mysterious. And I really don't know much about her except from what I've seen on her social media. I didn't see any speaking or walking videos. So I really can't assess how she speaks, or even she speaks English, or how she walks, how she struts on stage. So other than that, I mean, she's really a head turner. I mean, she walks into the room. Yeah, everybody looks into, who is that gorgeous young woman?
Right.
You know,
she's had amazing work done since she was crowned.
How do you know?
You know, have you seen this? Like, her lips are a little bit plumper, her nose and her skin's like, look, you know what? They're probably going to deny it, whatever. But she looks refreshed. It's a subtle. So yeah, I like the work that her doctor's done.
Yes. Do you have the same doctor as she has?
I wish. Oh my goodness. I would have been hiding like this if I did.
Okay, so all right. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm
giving her a 4.
A 4. I would give her a 4 as well, only because of the lack of substance and material. On her
Don't know her.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know her.
She's more like an acquaintance. Yeah, at this moment.
Yeah, look, she's probably the girl that I'd love to meet at some point. Heard about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, heard about her, but haven't met her. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next girl on the list is...
here we go. I hope he shows good photos for her.
Ta-da! Czech Republic.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, that's cute.
Okay,
all right, yes.
Okay, look at that. Yeah, I have to choose that particular profile, this photo, the face. It's the face. It's all about the face again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, interesting about Czech Republic, her name is Klara Vavruskova. She's 21. She's one of the tallest girls, and almost 6 feet tall. She competed, of course, in Miss Earth 2019. She won Miss Earth Water 2019. And she was appointed as Miss Universe Czech Republic 2020. Great social media content. She has one of the most beautiful, lovely, luscious faces in the competition. She could easily be a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah.
Fluent English. She's a great catalog swimsuit model. I mean, what's there not to like about Miss Czech Republic? You know what I mean?
And what I love about her social media and her Instagram, she doesn't sound like a jerk when she's describing her photos. It's so simple. It's cute. It's like, have a nice weekend, glamorous photo. Or like, love this food, glorious photo. It's like, you know what? You don't have to get all philosophical about it. You know, we're not tuning into the Dalai Lama. So I really do appreciate our social media. It's cute and it's relatable. She's another girl that I wish I knew more about. I wish she had posted more videos about the work that she does, about her daily life, and because she's the one who's got my attention, and I wish I knew more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I can't wait to actually meet her in person. I remember, you know, Czech girls, usually Czech and Slovak girls, the type that they send to Miss Universe are usually like supermodel types. So I remember I had a picture taken of me between Czech Republic and Slovak Republic from 2019. And boy, do I look like a midget. I swear to God. I was like sandwiched between just 2 glamazons. It actually was one of my best pictures, actually. So Phil had the same pose as well. He also
so next time you've got to step forward a little bit more, get closer to the camera and get those girls to stand back.
Yeah, exactly. So from a scale of 1 to 10, giving her past pageant experience, her beautiful face, her eloquent communication skills, I probably give her an 8.
Correct. I'm giving her an 8 as well.
8 as well? Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, this is becoming an echo chamber.
I know, right? 8.
I'm just going to disagree with you for disagreement's sake.
Seriously, right? It'll make this chat more interesting, I guess. So anyway.
Well, this is why we're experts.
Exactly. Now, the next girl on the list is...
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, by the way, there's no Denmark this year. Did you notice? So I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with the organization that handles that owns the franchise for Denmark, but they've been very quiet. I don't see any note, any updates about what's going on with Denmark, etc. So I guess there will not be a Danish representative this year, which brings us to the next country. Interesting. Finland.
Okay.
So Finland is not your typical Finnish girl because she's just dark hair.
Do tell.
She doesn't look like your average regular Finnish girl. Her name is, I love her name, Viivi Altonen. Viivi is spelled Viivi, Viivi. She's 24. She's a former Miss Supranational Finland, and she was crowned Miss Universe Finland last September. She speaks very good English. She's active in her own women's empowerment campaign called #SheCan. She sounds smart, articulate. I saw her interview with Missology, and she's just smart and amazing young woman. She has dark brown hair. She's very good. She has a very good social media content. In some photos, you know what? She kind of resembles me a little bit of Iris Mittenard, Miss Universe 2016 from France.
You think?
There's one or two photos which I actually liked it, and I commented, "Oh my God, you look like Iris here," and she liked my comment. She saw my comment. And she says, "Thank you." You know. So yeah, she seems like a very sweet, nice, amazing young woman.
So she's competed for Miss Supra.
She was Miss Supranational Finland. She didn't compete, but I don't think she placed. No.
Right. Okay.
So what are your thoughts?
I do like her advocacy.
Your advocacy.
Advocacy. She can. I really love that. That really impressed me. Beyond that, is she Miss Universe? Look, I really like her. I really like Viivi. Is she Miss Universe? I don't know. I think it takes more than just an advocacy or great photos. I think she's very sweet. I don't know if she's glamorous enough to be a Miss Universe. Again, I'd be happy to be wrong on this one, but I didn't quite see her as a contender for the crown, which is a real shame because I do like her. I like her profile, I like her bio, and I like her photos. She's very sweet. She's the kind of girl that I wish was my friend.
Okay, that's fair. Scale of 1 to 10.
And I will give her, would you like me to score?
Go, please.
Yeah. I actually give her a 6 for advocacy because I think she can, #SheCan, is a beautiful hashtag. It's a beautiful hashtag. It's a beautiful cause. So
I totally agree. I totally agree. I would give her a 7. I like her advocacy. I like that she's smart. She's naturally beautiful, but at this time she needs to ante up her vavavoom factor.
Right.
Sex up her image a little bit, glam
sex it up.
Sex it up a bit. That's what fans want to look for, especially during swimsuit competition. That's
right. Yes, correct.
Right. So we do love Miss Finland. Okay, that's great. Awesome. The next girl on our list is Vive la France. Miss France, Clemence Botino. She's 24. Okay, I saw her pageant last year. I watched the entire Miss France 2020. I made a critical analysis of it on my YouTube channel.
Yes, you did.
Honestly, she wasn't my favorite. My favorite was the blonde who was first runner-up. Clemence did not even make my top 5. I mean, I was like very, very, very selective. But you know what? Who am I to judge? I wasn't a judge, so.
Right.
But the judges obviously and the public who had a big factor in the voting process voted for her, and they loved her. So that's why one of the reasons why she won. Now, of all the European delegates, she has the most number of Instagram followers, 345,000 Instagram followers. But I noticed. She lost about 2,000 within 2 weeks. So she dropped from 347 to 345, losing 2,000 followers within 2 weeks. Reason, I don't know why. Maybe most of these followers are bots, Russian, Chinese bots.
Correct.
Who knows? Okay.
Mm.
Now, face-wise, I think she's average looking. I mean, you go to Guadeloupe, where she comes from, you see a lot of girls who look like her. So to me, she's like average looking. And the only reason why she looks marvelous is because of makeup and everything.
Yes.
But she's not as elegant or as charming, let's say, as her predecessor, Maeva from 2019. I haven't seen her speak English at all, so I don't know how she sounds. I mean, I speak French. I think her French is wonderful, but it's a little bit kind of like bordering on the elementary side.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think like anything besides elementary. No, she needs to improve her walk, definitely. And I would love to see how she projects herself on stage. Really do.
Okay.
Is she Miss Universe?
Unfortunately, for me, France isn't even in my radar this year.
Wow.
France has a tradition of sending very sweet girls, very sweet, very beautiful, facially beautiful girls, not necessarily, women that are intimidating. Yeah, they seem to send very sweet girls for Miss Universe. I think this girl's Clemence is a bit very, very too sweet for me. You're right, she looks great because of her makeup. In such a competitive year, I'm not talking about Europe or Africa, but in a competitive year, I was very underwhelmed by France, and France didn't even really, was not on my radar at all this year.
Well, one good thing about Miss France is that it's one of the most prestigious national pageants in the world. That I applaud the Miss France organization for producing a marvelous, spectacular theatrical production every year. And I think when a girl wins Miss France, she's adored, she's revered, she's worshipped by her countrymen. She doesn't need a Miss Universe crown, really.
It's kind of like Miss USA.
Yeah, pretty good. Because Miss France, the prize package for Miss France is 3 times greater than Miss USA and Miss Universe package combined.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, you don't need this.
So maybe I wonder, maybe that's one of the reasons why French girls who compete in Miss Universe do not feel as competitive as, let's say, girls from Latin countries or from Asia, because they know that they're already Miss France.
They got it. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the crown already. That was their ultimate dream. So I really don't need the Miss Universe crown,
Right. So Miss Universe is kind of like, oh yeah, it's a nice to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice to have, but whatever.
And you also notice too that they never call themselves Miss Universe France. It's always Miss France.
Miss France.
Miss France. Yeah. Same thing as Miss USA. It's all about the branding. Because when you put the title Miss Universe before the name of the country, you're actually promoting and working for Miss Universe. You're not really representing your own country, but you represent the Miss Universe organization. And that's with Miss South Africa. You only represent South Africa and not Miss Universe organization. So I think, that's the problem with the whole Miss Universe branding, or even Miss World branding for that matter. So.
Look, she scrubs up well. Her makeup's great. You put her on stage. She up beautiful when she's styled. But this year France is not on my radar.
Right. Okay.
And I'm giving her a 3.
A 3. I would be slightly more generous than you, Pita baby. I'll give her a 5.
All right. Okay.
I'll give her a 5.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Okay. The next girl on the list is Ghana.
She makes me laugh. This girl.
Ghana
hilarious. Go on.
Okay. Do you want to start first, or I start first?
No, you go. You do the intro, and I'll jump right in.
Okay. Well, this girl, her name is Chelsea Tayui. Tayui. She is 25. She was appointed as Miss Universe Ghana 2020 last September. Not very active in social media. She only has about 34, 35 posts, but there are a couple of videos, a couple of video reels where she's shown sashaying by the pool and encouraging her people to vote during the Ghana elections last December. She has an American accent, and you know why? She studied in Illinois and competed in Illinois, USA, where she made the top 15.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So she's one of those hyphenated Americans. She's Ghanaian American.
Yeah.
She is very, very articulate. Her advocacy is eliminating the stigma of autism in Ghana because her younger brother
Amazing.
Is autistic.
Yes.
Is autistic. And she seems to have a very great, wonderful, amazing personality. But honestly, I'm just not drawn to her overall looks. When I see her in public, like, I probably just ignore her. Okay.
Yeah. Look, if she makes it to the semis, I think it'll be right. If she makes it into the semis, I think it'll be because of her communication skills. She's sassy. Right. She's funny. She's got a great personality. I don't see her as Miss Universe, but I do see her as a future, Real Housewives cast member.
Okay.
Like, so I can see her, and I can imagine and visualize. Yeah, I can visualize her following the footsteps of Kenya Summer Moore, and maybe she'll be, maybe she'll be in the next, Real Housewives of Chicago. Who knows? But yeah, she's got that reality TV vibe, and I think if there are any reality TV show producers out there that are hunting for talent, hunt this girl down, because she's going to make great talent for you one day.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she's adorable. I think she's cute. She's warm, and she emits this like very friendly, warm aura. Around her. Yeah. But Miss Universe, maybe not. No.
Right.
Scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give her a 6.5 at this point. I'd love to see more of her on stage in person.
Yeah, I gave her a 6, and not because she's, I think, a front runner or a competitor for Miss Universe, but because she's going to be on our TV screens regardless in the future.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Okay, moving on. Okay, 2 G countries have not selected their representative. One of them is Great Britain.
Yes.
Supposedly, the British representative will be chosen, I guess, this coming week.
Okay.
And I have no idea who the girl is going to be. Whoever she is, I hope she's going to have an impact on the stage, and also hopefully on social media. But we don't have any idea who she is. Another G country is Greece. They have not.
Greece, I know.
The Greek representative, so I really don't know. It's interesting because in 2019, the total number of contestants who actually competed was 90. Today, it's barely 70. So we're talking about 20 countries who have not selected the representatives. And
where's Germany?
Exactly. Where's Germany? We don't know. Maybe because either of the pandemic, that they've lost money as far as being able to produce a real pageant. That, or they just gave up on machinery. So it's really sad, but that's reality. Anyway, so next girl after Ghana on the list is,
this will be interesting,
Iceland.
All right. Okay.
Do I go first?
Yes. What's her name again?
Okay, her name is Elisabet Hulda.
Elisabet with an S and a V. Yes. Look, I got nothing from her photos. I think she's very sweet. I think she's a 1-look pony. Actually, let's make a 2-look pony. She's got the smile, and then she's got the pensive look. Other than that, I don't really know anything about her.
Okay. All right, that's
don't know much. So, I could only score her about 3, because it was like, all right, we've got some photos. Now what?
Right. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I pretty much share the same impression as you do. I mean, okay, fine. I mean, she was crowned Miss Universe Iceland last October in a real pageant, by the way, in Reykjavik. She's very articulate, very intelligent. She's a student of Chinese studies and other Asian languages. Very fluent in English, but of course, most Icelandic, most Scandinavians are fluent in English anyway.
Correct.
Is she a typical Icelandic as far as appearance goes? Maybe not, because she has dark hair. Although she has blue. Wait, is she blonde? Wait, I think she's blonde, right? Yeah, she's blonde. She's blonde. Okay, I'm sorry, I take that back. She's your typical Icelandic girl with blonde hair and blue eyes, and she's also sporting, I believe, a short hair at this moment. She used to have a long hair, but I think she cut it. Unfortunately, she's not very active in social media. I mean, she has like what you said, you know, she has like maybe a couple of decent photos on her account, but nothing really extraordinary or ordinary to stand out to me. I mean,
Right.
realistically, she kind of looks bland. You know,
She's a little too far on the girl next door side of
yeah,
the
she
fence.
has almost
Yeah.
like a very homely look compared to Miss Iceland
Right.
a few years ago. Yeah, and I've seen stronger Icelandic representatives in the past, and so to me, yeah, she is, yeah, and also there's something I actually wanted to interview her, and
Okay.
but unfortunately she was, I guess, offended by some of my questions, so she decided not to do the interview.
Your, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
your questions are offensive. What?
It was exactly the same questions that I asked you to the other girls. So
Right.
you know,
Okay.
when you how do you react to that kind of rejection? Sorry, I don't want to do the interview with you because I don't like your questions. So basically,
Right.
so that
Right.
was
You
very
just have to
disappointing.
leave it as is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do they not know who you are?
I don't know. Anyway, from a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her 2, only because I'm pissed.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, what about you?
I'm gonna give her a 3.
A 3.
I'm
Okay,
gonna give her a 3.
you're more generous than I am, I guess.
Oh, we have our moments, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Now I'm ready for the next one. The next one's gonna be exciting.
Ooh, let me see who's next. Are you talking about her? Ireland?
Little Reds.
Ireland? Are you talking about Miss Ireland? Her name is Nadia Sayers. She's 26. The
Yes.
first
Go Ireland.
ever redhead crowned as Miss Universe Ireland. She was crowned virtually during a live Facebook presentation last December. She's a pageant veteran. She was actually Miss Earth Water Northern Ireland 2017 and Miss Intercontinental Ireland 2017-2018. She's a professional model. She has a master's degree in psychology. Her advocacy is mental health awareness and self-care. I interviewed her last month, and she struck me as someone who is naturally beautiful, down to earth, personable. She reminds me of another redhead, Alyssa Campanella, Miss USA 2011.
Yeah.
Although, by the way, Alyssa Campanella is a natural blonde. Did you know that?
What?
She's a natural blonde. Yeah. Yeah. Go back to years before.
She looks good as a redhead.
She was, but she actually looked much better as a redhead, Alyssa. So,
correct.
So anyway, Nadia is a natural redhead. Okay, people, for your information.
Okay.
I love Miss Universe Ireland. I love the Miss Universe organization. I think they're excellent. The national director, Bridget Mason? Yeah, she's a former Miss Indiana USA, I believe, and she's doing a wonderful job directing the Miss Universe Ireland organization. And I have a feeling Nadia will make the cut.
So do I.
Yeah. So from a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her a 9.
Yeah, well, look, you could tell from the way I reacted and how excited I am with, with you putting up the banner behind you for Ireland. Love, 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 love Ireland. I'm a little bit harsher scoring these group of girls. So I haven't given out any 9s, but I did give her an 8.
You will? Okay. So again, there's
the highest so far.
There's plenty of room for improvement. And who knows, maybe she has a couple of tricks up her sleeves,
I hope so. Look, I'm getting a lot of her personality through her posts, and that's great. She is definitely a personality. I love her to bits, and she's striking. And, I love the Irish. I've never met an Irish person I didn't like. So I can't wait to see this one on stage and hear her speak. So love the Irish.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, so we both love Miss Universe Ireland. Next girl on the list is...
Oh, yes, this one too.
Ready?
Yeah.
Italia. Italy. Her name is Viviana Vizzini. I love that name, Viviana. She's 27, one of the oldest girls. She comes from Sicily. She's a true-blooded Sicilian.
Sicilia.
Pull around with her. Okay, so she began modeling at age 16. She has a degree in accounting and working on another degree in digital marketing. She speaks English,
Okay.
Spanish, and Italian. Her hobbies include singing and dancing. Her advocacy is women's rights and fight against domestic violence. She has a very
Okay.
active media, and she has
Yep.
205,000 followers.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I
Yep.
love
Yep.
her vavavoom aura.
Yep.
She has a wonderful swimsuit figure, a sun-kissed face, and she just has a
Mm.
bubbly and warm personality. And she always replies to my messages.
Okay.
And
Okay.
definitely one of my favorites from Europe. And I
Yeah.
see her making the cut, but winning,
Yes.
maybe. To me,
Maybe.
she's a maybe.
Maybe.
Because remember, Italy has never won Miss Universe. In the almost 70 years that the country is competing in the pageant, they have never won Miss Universe, considering that Italy is supposed to be famous for its beautiful women, right?
Look, she's a star already, though, right?
She's a
I mean, look at
star.
her social
She doesn't
media.
need a Miss
She's
Universe.
already a star.
Yeah, exactly.
I had only given out, what, 4 8s, and she got one of my 8s.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong, and I cannot criticize this woman. I feel as though now that we got into the eyes, we just had back to back of strong girls, and I'm like, yay, here we go.
Yeah.
And you know, as we're doing everything alphabetically, I feel that now the competition is starting to heat up.
Right.
All right. And then, the viewers are going to see why as we go through with the next few girls. But I think Ireland has started this all right, let's get the competition happening. Now we've got Italy. Italy is fantastic. She's already a star. I feel as though we're getting a little bit of the France stuff here. It's like, yeah, we don't really need Miss Universe, whatever. Right. I already have it. I've got the endorsements. I've got the movie deal, whatevs. This is just icing on the cake. Exactly. I would love for her to win the competition. I think Italy's due. But yeah, she's hot. She's hot.
Okay, so you're giving her an 8, did you say?
I'm giving her an 8.
Okay, I'm going to give her an 8.5. Yeah.
Okay.
Only because, again, she has, room for improvement, and I would love. She's one of these contestants that I'm dying to meet in person, because I know she's the type of girl who will probably give you a hug and kiss you all over.
Well, that's an Italian thing, though, right?
With or without the pandemic, she'll do it anyway.
Well, that's an Italian thing.
It is very Italian, which is great because they're all about, individual freedom and movement. So that's great. So I love Miss Universe Italy. Okay, moving on. The next girl on the list is...
Here we go.
Are we talking about her?
Damn.
Kosovo? Or as they would pronounce, Kosova. Miss Universe Kosova is Blerta Vezeli. She's 23. Yes. Now, listen, I don't know much about Blerta, except that she was crowned last September in a real pageant. She's not very active on her social media, and she only has about 50 posts on her Instagram account, mostly glam shots that portray her, as a sex kitten with pouty lips. You can see her lips. She loves to pout, and very sensuous poses, like the one with her butt sticking out.
That's a very Kosovar thing.
Very, very, very Slavic poses. She actually does look like a cat. There's a couple of pictures of her where she's holding a cat or something. So I don't know. Yeah, but Miss Universe, no. I'm not sure if she speaks English because, again, there are no speaking videos. I don't know how she walks, so I can't judge her walking skills. But her glam shots, she looks fabulous. She looks very sexy. She's amazing. And scale of 1 to 10, at this point, I'll probably give her 5.
Right. Okay. Well, I gave her a 7.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I did. I gave her 7, mainly because, look, when it comes to Kosovo, they just have amazing photos, very highly stylized photos. And they always come in with amazing gowns, right? Fantastic gowns every single year. The way that they style the girls, the photo shoots, and the way that they present themselves culturally, so highly stylized. It's actually bordering drag.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's there's almost a very drag element to it.
Like
in fact, Yeah, and the highly photoshopped photos, and even the styling of the fashion, and they do this at Eurovision as well. And it's almost as though they're trying to attract the gays of the world to love them, and it's working. So I don't know anything about her. I don't need to know anything about her because she's just fab anyway. So I give her a 7.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so okay.
What drag queen doesn't want to look like that? Look at her.
Okay, so we do love Kosovo, but again, just like all the other girls who did not receive a perfect score, there's always room
We don't
for
know her.
improvement. I'm sure she's a very good friend of Miss Albania, and I'm sure she also knows the photographer for Miss Albania, because usually those two countries are like twin countries, Albania and Kosovo, and usually both represent know each other very well. So that's great. Okay, good luck, Miss Kosovo.
Good luck.
Next girl on the list is, let me see, Malta.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, there are no L countries. There's no Latvia, no Lithuania. Those two countries have not competed in Miss Universe in quite a while. So I don't know if they've totally abandoned the franchises, but who knows?
Right. Okay.
Malta her name is Anthea Zamic. She's 26. She was crowned in a real pageant last September. I mean, she has a very decent social media content. She has lots of personal, casual photos. There are several photos of her and her boyfriend together.
Yep.
Even before or after she was crowned Miss Universe Malta. Speaks fluent English. She's an ambassador for FIDEM, FIDEM charity foundation that provides support and empowerment opportunities to vulnerable women and girls in her country. She has a nice swimsuit, sexy figure, and a decent walk. She has a pretty face. But again, I would like to see more of her on stage. It's all about being able to see somebody, in person. You know what? Pictures, sometimes photos do not judge a girl very well, or do justice to these girls. That's why it's always imperative that you see them in person. So scale of 1 to 10, at this time, I'd probably give her a 6.5.
Okay. I love her stylized photos. That bronze look is amazing. She's so pretty. For Miss Universe, I'm giving her a 4, but I would give her a 9 or an 8 if she competed for Miss World.
Or even Miss Supranational. I would give her a higher score for Miss Supranational.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but for Miss Universe, it's just so intensely competitive this year.
Correct.
I think she's going to be lost, among all these more powerful, more fierce girls. So,
okay.
All right. Well, good luck, Miss Malta.
Good luck, Miss Malta. Next.
The next girl on the list is.
Yes.
Are we thinking about the same girl? Okay. Miss, do you want to start first?
Oh, you do the intro.
Okay. All right. I'll do the intro. Okay. Miss Universe Mauritius her name is Vandana Gita. I love her name. Vandana Gita. One of the oldest girls at 28. She is a barrister. I've never heard of the word barrister, so I had to look up in the dictionary. A barrister is a legal practitioner whose main function is to practice advocacy in court. It's like being a nurse practitioner. You're not exactly a doctor, but you can prescribe medicine to your patients and stuff. So
that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So she's actively involved with her with the Lions Club. Good social media with diverse images, but not enough videos. There's one speaking video where she sounds slightly British. She's of Indian descent, as her name would imply. She speaks English, French, Mauritian Creole, and some Indian dialects. I've been trying to schedule an interview with her for the last 3 months, but her organization kept giving me the lame excuse that she's been busy with photo shoots, which is, to me, it's like BS. I mean, come on, please. I would love to see more of her speak, but I guess I will have to wait until the actual competition in May. So Mauritius has a place in Miss Universe, but it's always the first time, with Vandana. What do you think?
Yeah, look, I think Vandana is actually the best candidate that Mauritius has sent ever. Ever. It's a big call, right? She's fashion, Love her bangs. She's got that ethnically diverse, ethnically vague look.
That's true.
That could actually, that's that'll cross a lot of boundaries culturally. She's smart. She's got that whole legal background. She's a model. She's the way that she presents herself. I think she is the strongest candidate Mauritius has ever produced in any pageant. I give her a 7.
Okay. I would give her
a 7. I would love to know more about her, but yeah.
I would give her a 6 at this moment. Yeah, only because I want to hear her voice even more. Just like a 30-second speaking video clip. It's not good enough. I want her to more.
They've styled her beautifully.
She does. I have to say, she does have a great fashion sense that I picked her. Yeah. So Miss Universe, not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure. We'll see. Next girl on the list is Netherlands. Her name is Denise Spielman. She's 23. Okay. She was crowned Miss Universe Netherlands last December in an actual real pageant. And she describes herself as a personal and fashion stylist. She has a very good, decent social media content, but very few speaking videos. She speaks good English, like most Dutch. I'm not quite sure what exactly her advocacy is. Maybe she has like several like women's empowerment references or gender-based violence, and also talking about body image and at one point. But to me, she kind of looks plain. I think she's more like a Miss World material more than Miss Universe. There's really nothing about her that screams Miss Universe. I mean, that's what exactly that I wrote. So from a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give her a 4.
Yeah, I give her a 4 too. She's got a great runway. I saw the runway where she was walking in her swimsuit and she was twirling around with that rainbow scarf. It was really sweet. She can walk. She's an Amazon. And historically, the Netherlands sent a lot of really friendly, sweet Dutch girls to the competition. I mean, the Dutch is loved by everybody who goes and competes on Miss Universe and Miss World. Not a lot of people get to talk badly about the Dutch girls because there's nothing really bad to say about them. I think she's going to be a great addition to the competition, and atmospherically. Is she going to make waves? Probably not this year, but she's another one that I wish was my friend.
Right. Okay. So scale of 1 to 10, what do you give her?
I'm going to give her a 4.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's fair. Next girl on the list is Miss Universe Norway.
Where have we seen her before?
She's one of 2 Scandinavian beauties competing in Miss Universe this year. The first one with Iceland, and Norway's the second one. She's one of the youngest. She's 20 years old. She's her name is Sunniva Frigstad. She has your typical.
Does she look familiar to you?
She's giving me some young. What's her name? The actress who was in Alicia. Damn it! What is that movie? That famous movie in the 1990s. This blonde girl, kind of like ditzy blonde. Alicia Silverstone, maybe.
You reckon? You think Alicia Silverstone?
Yeah. She kind of looks like her.
Okay, interesting.
She has your typical Norwegian look, blonde and blue-eyed. Beautiful, extremely beautiful face. Angelic. She has porcelain skin. Sometimes she comes across as very collegiate. I don't know if you know what I mean. When she was crowned Miss Universe Norway last October, she actually twisted her ankle, which had not completely healed. So she competed with a swollen foot, believe it or not. But nevertheless, she won. Yeah. So she got lucky. Her advocacy.
That's determination.
Yeah. Her advocacy is to fight sexual assault, as she herself is a victim of sexual assault. Although I haven't seen any videos of her speaking English, I assume, like most Scandinavians, she does speak fluent English. But
Yeah.
other than that, she's your girl next door. She's your,
Yeah.
her look is kind of ordinary, a dime a dozen in
Right.
Norway. There's a lot of girls
Mm,
who look like her in her country. So from scale of 1 to
yeah.
10, I'll give her 4.
Same. I gave her 4. Have you noticed she's probably the first Miss Norway that they have sent in the last, I don't know how many years,
Oh, I didn't
that
know that.
hasn't been ethnically diverse.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
You
That's
know, they have been sending very exotic looking girls to Miss Universe.
right.
So you've had the half Thai girls, you've got the half black
Right.
girls. And so I think this is probably one of the first Nordic blondes that we've had come compete at Miss Universe for a while.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So we like her. She's sweet, but I think she's young. And if she were to compete maybe like 4 or 5 years from now, I think her chances of
Yeah,
placing
correct.
would be much higher.
Exactly.
Yeah, because she still lacks life experience, I guess, because
Yeah,
of her young age. And she's competing. Remember, she's competing against the likes of Miss Canada, Miss
exactly.
the Latin countries and whatnot, Miss Philippines, Miss India.
Right,
I mean, those are countries
right.
that are very, very hard to beat. So,
Hmm.
so good luck, Miss Norway, anyway.
Good
So the
luck.
next girl on our list
Okay.
is. Are you thinking like what I'm thinking?
I'm getting excited.
Here we go. Miss Poland.
She's
Miss
so beautiful.
isn't isn't she like stunning? Oh my god, she's just gorgeous. Her name is
uh,
Magdalena Kasiborska. Magdalena is in the
yeah,
house. She's 20 years
yeah.
old, one of the youngest. Although she doesn't look 20 to me. She kind of looks like mid 20s, maybe. Maybe it's just the makeup.
She looks younger.
Looks younger, you think? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think so.
So she was crowned Miss Polski 2019 back in December 8, 2019, 2 days after Zozibini Tunzi was crowned Miss Universe 2019. The original
Okay.
Polish franchise holder for Miss Universe was Miss Polonia organization. They gave up the franchise months before Miss Universe 2019. So the new franchisee, Miss Polski organization, which is led by the owner of Miss Supranational, Gerhard.
Dad.
Gerhard, our dear friend
Yeah.
Gerhard. They did not have time to stage a national pageant, so instead, they assigned a young woman by the name of Olga Bulava as the Polish rep to Miss Universe
Okay.
2019. However, Magdalena literally has 17 months to prepare for Miss Universe 2020 because she was crowned, December 8, 2019?
Right. Yeah.
So there's no excuse for Poland not to do very well in Miss Universe,
Correct.
considering all that long time period for her to prepare. So her media content is not bad. I mean, she has a lot of personal and professional images, but hardly any videos. So not sure
Yeah.
at all if she speaks English or if she understands English,
Yeah.
or what her advocacy is. But she does register very, very photogenic, and she has a
She
great picture.
does.
But
Yeah.
I would like to see again more of her in person. Again, because
Look, is she going to make it into the semis? Absolutely. I think she'll make it
I can
into the
tell you right
semis.
now,
Yeah.
from a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her an 8.
Yeah. I gave her a 7.
You do? Okay.
I gave her a 7, and yeah, this girl, she's gonna make it into the semis. Is she a finalist? I don't know, but definitely top 20, top 15. Yeah, she'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a
Good
while.
job, Gerhard.
It's been a while since Poland actually has placed in the top 5.
Right.
So I think it's
Yeah.
time. So next girl on the list is. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Maybe.
Portugal?
Hmm.
Miss Portugal. Her name is
Yeah.
Cristiana Silva. You can't get any more Portuguese than that, Silva. She's 19, making her probably the youngest contestant in this year's competition. Cristiana was actually first runner-up in Miss Portuguesa 2019 pageant, but because of the pandemic, again, there was no national pageant, so she was appointed as her country's rep this year for Miss Universe. Her advocacy is stop domestic violence. She has a decent social media content. Virtually all of her photos show her modeling or doing some casual and modeling poses.
Yes.
One video shows her modeling an outfit for Fashion Week, where she speaks both in Portuguese and English. And to me, she comes across again as somewhat collegiate, as Norway. although
Correct.
a little more sophisticated, I think, than Miss Norway.
Okay.
She has a sweet, very pretty,
Correct.
a decent figure, but
Yeah.
walk-wise, her walk could use more improvement, I believe. So from a scale of 1 to 10, right now I'll give her 5.
Okay. I gave her a 6. I think she's more suited for something like Miss Grand.
You think? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But she's kind of petite. Yeah, she's kind of
yeah,
short.
she is.
Yeah.
She's short. Her photos don't tell us that. You know, someone could be 5'2" and they would look 6 foot, and you know, in their photos. I think I have a gut feeling that this girl is probably using Miss Universe as a what's the word? A rehearsal for her campaign for Miss Grand.
You think?
I think we're going to see her on the Miss Grand stage soon.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's interesting.
Watch this space.
Okay. Oh, well, good luck, Miss Universe Portugal. We love you anyway.
Good
Next
luck
girl
to her.
on the list is, are you thinking?
No,
Thinking?
I love her. I love her.
Are you ready? Are you ready to talk about
Oh,
this
no,
girl?
I'm never ready for this.
Okay. Hold your horses. Here she comes. Romania.
Love her.
Miss Romania, her name is Bianca Tirsin. She's 22, pageant veteran. She's one of this year's most popular contestants from Europe, if not possibly the
Really?
Bianca was
okay.
Miss Universe Romania last December. She hails from Transylvania. Wait a minute. Isn't that the region where some famous mythical hero fiction character came from?
Dracula.
There you go. So she's probably related to Dracula. Who knows? But a very beautiful version.
Oh, I love.
She's a professional model who runs her own online business selling oral care products.
Okay.
We all need, Peter, we all need oral care, right? We need to preserve a beautiful, luscious smile.
Some more than others.
That's right. At 22, she's already a pageant veteran. She represented her country at Miss Supranational 2017, where she was second runner-up. And then at Miss International 2018, where she was third runner-up. Her advocacies include ending domestic violence and bullying, and also children's education. She's obviously a stunning, beautiful young woman who speaks English very well, and she's very, very engaging in her chats with fellow queens.
Yes, she is.
And fans. I would love, again, to see more of her in person and how she actually performs on stage. From now, at this moment, from scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her an 8.5.
I gave her 7.5. Give her 7.5. I fell in love with her videos. Love the way she talks. She's so engaging. She's so sweet. Do I think there's stronger girls? Yes, there are. I think her experience has put her in good stead. I think she may pull a surprise.
I think she will. I can easily see her entering the top 10. Yeah.
Yep.
Really.
Yeah.
And again, depending on the interview and depending on how well she performs on stage, she could easily make the top 5. Yeah. And Romania.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I don't think Romania has ever placed in Miss Universe. And so there's always the first time. And I think this could be Romania's year, you know. And I really want her to place, really, because she's
so do I. So do I. I actually think she will place. I think she will place.
So yeah, I think she's definitely perhaps the strongest contestants from Europe, I believe, at this moment.
Oh, look, there's probably about three
okay.
strong contestants from Europe. She's one of them.
She's one of them. Okay. So good luck, Miss Romania. Next girl on the list is, Peter, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not even thinking.
What do we think of Miss Russia? Russia. Okay. She was just recently appointed as Russia's representative to Miss Universe. Her name is Alina Sanko. She was actually Miss Russia 2019 and competed in Miss World 2019, where she placed in the top 10.
Yeah.
This year, she was appointed to Miss Universe Russia. Before competing in pageants, she worked as a model for an online catalog. And many fans have noticed that she looks like a living Barbie doll. And I do agree. Yeah. She does look like a Barbie doll.
Yeah. Her photos.
Yeah. Does she? I mean, she doesn't even look like human in her photos, right?
In her photos, no.
Yeah,
Well, what Russian model does.
I know, right? Yeah, but I mean, other than that, she's just like quite a mysterious
Yeah.
young woman to me. Her social media is full of beautiful photos of her
Yeah.
posing. Although,
Yeah.
again, like most Russian contestants, I'm not sure if she speaks English. They usually end up using an interpreter. But she's
Yeah,
definitely,
they do.
yeah, they do,
They
right?
speak English. They just pretend they don't.
And she's definitely one of the most beautiful faces in this year's Miss Universe. And I hope to God she's not a Russian bot, if you know what I mean.
Right. Aren't they old though? I mean, it's like they're the kind that was like, yeah, I want my own hotel room and I've got my own chauffeur and we will invite you to our party at the penthouse. It's there's something about the Russians. There's something about the Russians who go into the competition thinking that they own the damn organization and I will give you $2 million if you give us the crown. It's like, yeah, whatever, you can buy everybody. I'll be honest with you, I'm not impressed with Russia. I saw her compete at Miss World and look, her photos are fantastic. If she jumped out of her photos and competed like that, yeah, no problem. I think this is the issue with the Russian girls in general. The way that they present themselves on social media is just so highly filtered and so photoshopped, and yes, they look stunning, they look beautiful, and then you see them on stage just the way I saw her on stage and I thought, that's her, okay. I'm a little bit underwhelmed.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, good luck to her. I rated her as a 5.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but look, let's have a look and see. Wait for her come finals night. Let's wait until she gets to the US when we finally get real photos. And then people will probably start thinking, yeah, maybe Peter was right.
Right. You know what? I agree with you. I probably also give her a 5.
Mm.
Because again, I want to see more of her live in person. I know she does look like Barbie dolls, and I used to play with Barbie dolls when I was a kid, believe it or not.
Okay.
And
Didn't we all?
Yeah, but then again, the Barbie doll has evolved through time. Now we see a much more diverse type of Barbie doll, and I don't. You know what? As much as I want to like this evolution, I have a hard time appreciating the evolution of the Barbie doll. I still sort of like I'm still drawn to the traditional Barbie doll look, like what Miss Russia is representing. So yeah. So Miss Universe, no. Top 20 possibly, maybe, but again, depends on how she interacts with.
She doesn't need Miss Universe. She doesn't need Miss Universe. She's already set for life.
Exactly.
She probably already has a boyfriend who owns a private jet.
Probably has over a dozen rich suitors chasing her.
Who owns like a village in Russia, and she probably doesn't even need to carry her bags. She's just here for fun.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Miss Russia, anyway, my little Russian babushka. Das Vidania.
Yeah. She doesn't need luck. She can buy it.
That's right. All right, moving on. Miss Slovakia.
Yeah.
Or rather, Slovak Republic. Her name is Natalia Hostakova. She's 23. She was appointed Miss Universe Slovakia just last February 10th. She's a professional model, like most Slovak girls are. She competed. She competed in Česká Miss 2019 or Miss Czech
Republic
2019, where she was unplaced and where she competed with Klara Vavruskova, who won Earth Czech Republic 2019, and of course, who is now her country's Miss Universe representative. Her social media content is not as prolific as Klara's, and I didn't see any speaking videos at all, so I'm not sure if she speaks English. I'm sure she's probably fluent in Czech and Slovak, obviously.
Yeah.
But to me, she's kind of plain. I see her as a fun-loving, approachable, young woman, but I've seen more competitive, more fierce Slovak girls, like the one from 2 years ago, Laura Longawerova, who was total Amazon.
Correct.
Unfortunately, did not make the cut to my appointment. Anyway, so from a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give Natalia a 4.
I gave her a 3.
Okay.
I've just, you got to go and compare her and put her next to her neighbor, Miss Czech Republic, and you just think, oh, girl, this is probably why you didn't place. And now she's competing against her too, so she probably won't. But maybe in a different pageant, in a different year, not this year.
Maybe it's Globe, right?
Globe,
Globe.
yes, or Scuba.
Or yeah, that's true. Okay.
Scuba.
Okay. Moving on.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one. Come on. Come on.
We're actually going really very fast this time.
Yes.
Actually,
I'm ready.
we just have 2 countries left. This one is
yes.
Spain.
Yes.
Viva España! Her name is Andrea Martinez. She's 27. She was crowned Miss Universe Spain 2020 in a real pageant last night. One of the tallest. She's 5 feet 11 inches tall. She played basketball in high school. She has stunning dark hair and beautiful green eyes, which is very rare.
Yep.
She competed in Miss World Spain 2015, where she finished in the top 10. Her advocacies include Operation Smile Train and Stop Bullying. I love her social media content because it allows you to see her in different aspects of her life and not just as a beauty queen. I mean, she's very articulate, obviously, at least in Spanish, though I'm not sure if she speaks English. Maybe she does, maybe who knows, but she struggles. She has an amazing body, looks fabulous and hot in a swimsuit, and she has a great catwalk. One of the best representatives from Spain since Sofia del Prado in 2017. Scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her an 8.5. What do you think?
I gave her an 8.
Okay.
I gave her an 8. Spain has had a history of sending amazing glamazons the last, 10 years?
Yeah.
10 years, 9 years or so, like really beautiful, strong girls. I think Spain is probably one of the more underrated countries that come to Miss Universe. And I think the people are starting to recognize them now. And they're starting to be in people's radars. And I love her. She's an 8. So she's one of my 4 girls that have an 8.
An 8? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's fair. So that's a good average. 8.5.
She'll be in the semis. Absolutely.
Oh, she will.
Is she going to be in the finals?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I agree.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next to Italy, another strong girl. This like Southern European girls. Wow.
It's really all about the personality. But I think Italy has more personality than Spain. I think for me personally, yeah. But then again, you know what? I remember 2 years ago, the Spanish representative, she was your atypical Spanish girl, tall, blonde, blue-eyed. I thought she was going to make the top 15 or top 16 at least, but she didn't make the cut at all. And I was like stunned. How could you possibly ignore this gorgeous Spanish blonde woman, But I guess what happened indoors between her and the judge, we would never know.
Yeah.
We'd never know.
Correct. Exactly. Got my fingers crossed for Spain.
Fingers crossed to Spain. Now, of course, earlier during the show, we mentioned that there's no Swedish representative because usually Spain is followed by Sweden.
Right.
No Swedish representative. We don't know whether or not a Swedish girl will be crowned this year. God only knows. Now, if you consider Turkey as a European country, they have not selected Miss Turkey. I don't think so. No. So that's another issue right there. So brings us to the last.
For a second. Just a second, Rafa.
Okay, am I talking too fast?
Did something happen? Did I miss something? Where's South Africa?
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, please don't ban me. Sorry, that was an accident. That was slip of the tongue. Sorry.
Sorry, Facebook. Please don't send me to jail.
Okay, you know what? Okay, my fault. Let me see if I can bring back South Africa because I think I had made a banner.
I was like, did we skip her?
Yeah, where is my Miss South Africa banner? Okay, there she is. South Africa. We're back to South Africa. Natasha Joubert. Natasha. Yes. Okay, well, I don't know if you've seen my interview with Natasha, but come on. Who can deny that beautiful, gorgeous, stunning face? It's really all about the face. And honestly, if Miss Universe judges were to give facial beauty the highest points, South Africa is definitely the winner. Okay,
Right.
definitely the winner. Is it possible for South Africa? I mean, obviously she has big shoes to fill because the current Miss Universe is South Africa, Zuzabini. So she has a lot of pressure within her.
Yeah.
And is she going to win back to back? Is South Africa going to win back to back? Possibly. It has happened before.
Possibly.
You know, with Venezuela and other countries in this world. So yeah, I remember when I interviewed her, I told her that the Miss South Africa organization did the right thing by choosing her as South Africa's representative, only because her look is different. So now the original winner of Miss South Africa, what is her name? Shudufazu. She chose to go to Miss World because Shudufazu is a Black girl with bald head, and so I was debating what are the chances of a South Africa competing in Miss Universe with that looked like Zozibini, although bald. So what are the chances of the Black girl with natural hairdo or whatever, no hair at all, would win Miss Universe? So I think it was a good idea from a strategy perspective to send Natasha.
Right.
Yeah. Because her look is totally different from Zozibini.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what?
She's the complete package.
She's the right package.
Natasha's the complete package.
Yeah. I mean, who can miss that beautiful face, that gorgeous? It's all about the face. Amazing speaking skills, amazing, bubbly, warm personality. She's just naturally beautiful, I think. So an instant top 5, if not top 3. Hoping for the
I think so.
Hoping for the best, but she wins. But that would depend entirely on the judges' decision.
Yep. If there's going to be a back-to-back, this will be it.
Okay. So scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her a 10. She's a 10 to me.
Oh, look, like I said, my highest was an 8 for this group. I've given Natasha an 8.5 actually. So yep, she's the highest in this group.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yep. Okay, so we both agreed we love her, correct?
Absolutely. I think, top 3, if not a back-to-back.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to the last girl on the list. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not thinking at all.
Ukraine.
Okay.
Her name is, she has a long name, Elisabeta Yastramskaya, one of the oldest girls. She's 27. She was actually Queen of Eurasia 2019 and first runner-up at Miss Universe Ukraine 2019.
Okay.
Since there was no national pageant in her country because of the pandemic, she was appointed as her country's representative this year for Miss Universe. Smart girl. She has a degree in human marketing resources and management, and she has worked as a successful model. She has studied in the School of Philosophy and Meditation. She speaks Ukrainian, Russian, English, French, and a little German. Look at that face, very stunning face, dark, sparkling blue eyes. However, I have no idea how she walks, and I would love to see more of her in person, especially how she projects herself on stage and how she interacts with the public. So for now, scale of 1 to 10, I'll give her a 6.
Yep. I give her a 6 as well, but if Donald still owned Miss Universe, I'd probably give her a 9.
Even a 9.5.
I mean, I was like, actually, she's a shoo-in for the crown.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's just amazing. I think she's beautiful. I think she'll do very well only because she has some pageant experience. But she kind of she could be maybe, I don't know. I mean, I love her lips. Do you think her lips are natural though?
Yes, they are.
You think?
Yes, they are.
They almost resemble yours.
Mine aren't.
I know. You told me.
There's nothing natural about this.
Oh, come on, please. Well, listen, your personality is very natural. Nobody can steal that away from you, baby.
Lies.
Remember
Everything
that.
about me is fake.
All right. I think that ends our analysis of all the contestants.
Who's your top 5, Rafa?
From Europe and Africa. So from my top 5 from this region, in random order. South Africa. Spain. Romania,
Uh-huh.
Czech Republic,
Interesting.
and Ireland.
Okay.
It was between, yeah, I was struggling with Italy a bit, only because I still have to hear talking English. So,
Okay.
but those are my top 5 for now. Yeah.
Okay. Our top 5 was almost identical.
Really? Okay.
Okay. So I had for mine, Spain, Italy,
Okay.
Ireland, South Africa, and Romania. So
Okay.
the only difference we had was you had Czech Republic in your top 5. I had Czech Republic in my top 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we had a top 10, this would have been an easy list, but I had to, stick by the rules, stick with the top 5.
Right. Right. Okay. That's good. Those are a very excellent, good top 5, really. You know, I mean, it's, I totally agree. Yeah. Okay. So who do you think needs the most work or the most improvement still?
I would love to see more Mauritius. I'm only going to give you the names of the ones that I think has the ability to crack the semis or even the finals.
Okay.
I'm still going to give my votes for the best contestant from Mauritius, ever to what's her name? Gina? Gina.
V. 1 second, let me scroll down. Vandana Gita. Vandana Gita.
Yes.
Yeah. That's going to be your mantra for the next week. Vandana Gita.
Vandana Gita. Yes, I'm already zen just saying her name. I really want to see her in semis. I really want to see Vandana Gita make history for the Mauritian people and make it into the semis and the finals. I think she's got what it takes. So come on, Vandana, answer Rafa's email, do the damn interview. We want to hear more and we want to see more of you.
That's right. That's right. Now, also, this is one last remark I want to make about European delegates, generally speaking. Yep. They don't, for some reason, it's very seldom for them to engage in live Instagram chats with either fellow beauty queens or with their fans. But when you compare them with like the Asian delegates and also with the Latina delegates who are always very socially active. So I think that's one of the weak points about European delegates. They need to improve on their interaction, communication skills with the public, so to speak. And I don't see that a lot. I think from this group, South Africa is probably the most active as far as engaging on social media. And also maybe Italy, Ireland, definitely.
Yes.
And Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, Ghana is quite very active in social media.
Okay.
But I would love to see more of the other European countries engage more actively.
What's your prediction? How many girls from this list do you think will make the semis? Are they doing the Continental Queens? Are they doing the,
you know what? That's what I heard. I have an issue with Continental Queens only because I don't think it's fair, though. I mean, let's say, okay, if you're going to break down the top 20 based on continental regions, let's say, what if all 20 strongest delegates are from one continent, from one region?
Correct.
How is it fair that you're going to exclude the other 15 and you only choose 5 from that particular region? How is that fair? I mean, the way I see it is like competing in a beauty contest is like competing in the Olympics. Like, remember, in the Olympics, the Germans, the Chinese, the Russians, they always excel in sports. Okay, you usually find those 3 countries in top 3. It's the same thing with pageants. Like usually it's Venezuela, Philippines, USA, India, Colombia, whatever. So so I do have an issue with it. I really believe that they need to scrap the continental thing.
Quotas.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, you know. Choose the girls for who they are and not what they carry, what they bear on their sashes. Okay.
On their sashes, right.
Yeah.
Get rid of the sash factor.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, but you know what? Who am I? It's Miss Universe organization, whatever they want to do, you know, they'll do it just, I guess, to appease the audience or whatever, the sponsors. Who knows? You know, we'll see. So, dear Peter, are you coming to Miss Universe in Florida this year, baby girl?
The government won't let me out.
Why not?
I have to be out of the country for more than 3 months for them to approve any trips internationally. So unfortunately, no, I will be there in spirit. I will be tuning in by live stream. If you wish to go and tune me in, you know, to do a live stream with you guys during Miss Universe, I will be available. As always. When you call, I will always answer.
Is that a promise?
Don't know what I'll be wearing.
Is that a promise or a threat?
Not quite sure what outfit I'll be donning on for when that happens, but I'm sure it'll be interesting.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? As usual, I enjoy our chats. You know, I wish Phil and Hector were with us tonight, but hopefully next week they'll be able to make it.
Yeah, I miss them too.
Yeah. So I don't understand how Hector, of all people, I mean, he's usually very organized and is very, very prompt, you know. I don't know how in the world did he fail to forget the date. I was like amazed, but I guess he had a wedding to go to, which is probably far more important than chatting with us, you know, Miss Universe.
How many drinks did you have, Hector?
Right. So listen, thank you again for joining this group chat, this duo chat, and to all the Critical Beauty viewers out there, don't forget, a week from now, March 13th, same time, okay, we will discuss the last group from Miss Universe 2020, the contestants from
my people
and Oceania, and that's very, very interesting. There are only, I guess, believe 16 countries from that particular region. So don't miss a week from now, same Critical Beauty Facebook page, same time. Okay? So thank you guys for watching. Mabuhay. Salamat po. Sawadee ka. Bonjour, bonsoir, buenos dias, buenas noches a todo el mundo. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Peter.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras. Virtual kisses. Woohoo. We'll see you next week. Take care, people.
See you next week.
And be safe. Bye.